Hey, my artists, it's Liza. I'm glad you're back. And it's Draw Day. So, Draw Day is a super easy lesson, and it teaches you how to draw something. So, it's some of my favorite lessons have been Draw Days. And they're quick and easy, and they just remind you that drawing is a practice that gets you super great at creating. So, it's practice just like math or English or reading. Drawing things around you or things inside your imagination helps you become an even greater artist because you're already artists. So today we're going to be creating winter villages. It's really just a winter village because I added some snowflakes and a little bit of snow. But guess what? You might not be watching this in the winter time. And I talk about that a little bit inside Draw Day. If you stick around, I'll teach you how to draw. Where'd they go? Some little 3D cardboard houses. So it'll be a super fun lesson. Let's get to drawing. Did I forget? Oh my gosh, were you guys even listening? Mona! Mona! All right, we'll get started. Have fun.
This is called Draw Day. Winter villages. So first I'm going to teach you how to create a village. I really love working on draw days inside of my journal because that way I can sketch and practice, and then if I love what I'm doing, I can go on and use my really nice drawing and painting paper. So let's talk about buildings for a second. You guys know that buildings usually aren't made with circles. They're usually made with rectangles or squares. That's easy, right? Let's go on and start just with an easy little house shape. And guess what? You get to be the artist. You are going to create any kind of little textures you want to. On the roof, you could make patterns. This squiggly line just looks like a little shingles. You know, what's on top of a roof. You can add a chimney if you'd like to. You can add whatever kind of door you want to make. I really love doodling houses because I imagine what kind of people live inside. Now, we can't forget, these are called this is called the winter village. So we are going to make some houses with some details that include snow. Now, I like to sketch and doodle just with a pencil, but I'm doing this for you guys with a Sharpie so you see it. So look what I added. I added a curved line for a door, and then I made it a double door just by using one straight line down the middle. And I did little doorknobs. I made a window with little shutters. You are welcome. Remember, you can watch this on slow-mo if you want to. It's actually really funny. And then I made little bushes. Now, check it out. If I just created a big rectangle, it would kind of look like a skyscraper in New York. But instead of that, I'm going to create a little, really tall little house. In lots of cities in Europe, there are tall, tall houses. I'm going to add the same kind of shingles here, and watch this. We're using the art elements even in our draw day. I'm adding windows, and we're going to mix it up in a minute. I'm going to add a tiny door. Isn't that funny? Now look. This session that we're in right now in art school is called Whimsical Worlds. That means these houses probably aren't going to look super duper realistic. But I love when you guys use your imagination. Let's talk about a winter village. If I wanted this house shape to be wintry, the first thing I would add is little snow caps to the roof. Do you see how I did that? Just with the squiggle line. So if I was to color this in, I would color those squiggles white. And then I could add any kind of patterns I wanted to. Now I think I'll add a rectangle door, but then I'm also going to add little snow drifts right here. So when we do a draw day, I just teach you how to sketch some stuff, and then you are the artist. You get to decide how you want to color your items in. You could use colored pencil to create some shading. What kind of pattern should I put on the roof right here? Maybe I'll do vertical lines instead of horizontal. Let me show you a quick tip like I did right here with brick. Now you could draw your own house too. That would be amazing. If my real life house was brick, it's not. I live in Florida. It's stucco. Say I wanted to add fun little windows like this. We're going to create little houses and add different elements to make it interesting and unique. Now if I wanted my house to be made of brick, let me show you this. I'm going to do horizontal lines. Now that looks like hardy board siding. If any of your moms or dads or contractors or builders, they'll know what that is. But watch. If I add little vertical lines down and then a vertical line down in between, so boop, 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 and then halfway down, boop, 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 it creates a little pattern and it looks more like brick. Does that make sense? Now that might be kind of tough for you younger ones. Don't worry about it. This is going to be your house. Now on this house, I'm going to add funny little polka dots. They almost look like donuts or candy. Let's see, what else can we add for variety? We could have a very long house. Yeah? Triangle. Now listen, my friend Cassie Stevens, she teaches art teachers how to be super awesome. She did a lesson a lot like this, and she taught us as art teachers how to make little 3D houses. So I'm going to teach you how to do that too. She's my friend. She's magical. She teaches in Tennessee. I'm going to add one more window right here. Now that's a strange house. Let me show you how to make a house a little bit more 3D. Only if you want to. Do you see what shape we started with? A triangle and a house. We're going to take a diagonal line, a diagonal line, and a diagonal line. Do you see that? 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go straight down so that these lines are parallel. And then we're going to make a parallel line to this roof line. Boop. That's it. So the trick with 3D houses is all the diagonal lines on the side. So if we did brick, we'd skip one, skip one. So it looks a little more realistic. All right, you guys, this is your art challenge for Draw Day. I would love for you to create either a bunch of 2D houses or 3D houses. And if you hold tight, I'm about to teach you how to make for real 3D houses out of cardboard. I love creating art out of cardboard. Don't forget, you are the artist. You can create all kinds of little houses and create stories about your whimsical houses. This doesn't have to be a winter wonderland. It could also just be a summer wonderland if you happen to be watching this in the summertime, or it could be a spring wonderland. What else can we add? All kinds of stuff. You guys are so good at creating different lines and shapes. You could do little hearts all over your roof or stars. You guys know all about pattern. It's the same shape over and over and over. Now watch, if I wanted to create this 3D, I would just extend that roof line. And then I would make my hearts more compact on the side. Yay! Okay, I can't wait to see your houses. And check it out. I'm going to fast forward coloring mine to make it Winter Wonderland. All that I'm going to do is add little snowballs all over it with my white oil pastel. And I'm going to make sure to color in some of my houses white. And then when I paint over it, the white will pop out. That makes it wintry, wonderlandish. You could also make little snowflakes by doing this. A cross and then a little X. And then just little dashes at the end. Now you guys might even know how to make better snowflakes than that. If so, I would love to see them. I would love for you to share your art on our Facebook page if you want to. And I can't wait to see your Winter Wonderlands. Or if you're not Winter Wonderlands, Winter Villages. If you're watching this in the summertime inside art school, you could make a winter village just because you're super hot and you wish it was cold outside. Or you could create a little summer village. This just makes me happy. Now, I'll fast forward coloring this, but also don't forget, before this lesson is over, I'm going to teach you how to quickly use the PDF I included to make your own little cardboard villages that really are magical. You could put them anywhere. They're made out of recycled cardboard, and then you'll print out your PDF. Okay, if you guys want to take your village drawings to a whole nother level, you can print out the little templates that I gave you. And I would love for you, this is like an art challenge, to find some old boxes you can cut up. You might have to have a grown-up's help with this, but Look, we can make little 3D houses. They stand up on their own. You can't really see it. Although this is too long. Check it out. You kind of can't tell because you're looking at it from up there. But they can stand up. All right, I'm going to show you how to do it. You'll take your printouts and you'll cut one of the shapes out. And then you're going to find an old cardboard box that you could recycle by creating this art. Look, this house that I'm cutting out has a little chimney. And then you would put it on, look, this is an old science fair display board. So one side's white, which is awesome. But if all that you can find is brown boxes to recycle, guess what? You can paint it with some white acrylic paint. Or you don't have to paint it at all. You can just draw on it. So you'll take a template and then you'll put it where your cardboard is. And you might, again, have to have a grown-up's help. And you'll follow the lines and cut it out. So this one has a chimney. Otherwise, it would look like a funny roof. You'll cut it out. And then do you see the little dotted line I included at the very top? The only trick is it has to be super straight across. You'll cut out that little dotted line too. So it's like a secret little slit in the middle. Oh, I forgot my chimney. All right, check it. Now, I would love this if it worked with real paper, but I don't think it will. I don't even think it'll work with cardstock. It will only work with cardboard. So look, just like our villages, I'm going to take a Sharpie. You can try it with pencil first if you want to. And I'm going to create some lines and curved lines that represent my roof. I might make some brick on my chimney. I think this would be super cute, just black and white. Or you could paint it. And I'm just going to kind of ignore my slit. And I'm going to make a door. And then I'm going to make windows all the way up. I'm going to make round windows. So if you do this, you could make a winter village. You could make a spring village. You could make a summer village. You could add little cardboard cutouts of palm trees if it was the summertime. I love this so much. Now, if you have white cardboard you're working with, you can paint it with tempera paint. But if you have brown, I would encourage you to paint it with acrylic paint if you have any laying around the house, or just use Sharpies. Just black Sharpies would be cute. I'm going to add some little plants right here. And then check it out. I didn't include a template for the little rectangle that you're going to make, but you'll just create a rectangle that's kind of wide and it will stand up. Although this isn't very level. If you need to finagle it, that's definitely a real word. Then you can. Let me show you a picture of my little village all done. Remember, this is just a challenge if you want to. If you want to create a little village that's a little more 3D. Okay, I can't wait to see your villages. If you decide to make one that is 3D out of cardboard, I would love to see it. I would love for you to share it on our private Facebook group. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week.